What's going on, everybody? We're back with another DLJ Works tutorial, and just getting right into it. This video is going to show you how to remove pesky little footer descriptions that you cannot change and are not allowed to change in things such as the customizer. Now, this is for a client, and this is actually the storefront theme by WooCommerce. As you can see here, it says Shop Grambition 2018, but on the underside of it, it has built with storefront and WooCommerce. So I'm going to show you how to actually use jQuery to remove such pesky descriptions so it does not hinder or smudge, or however you want to say it, the brand of your work. Or for a website, if you are a web developer, designer, and this doesn't look like some cheapo design, for your clients. So I'm going to show you how to get rid of that. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to actually go to, and wait, before I do that, let me actually just show you. Go into the customizer, customize. Okay, right. As we can see here in the customizer, there is no options to remove this. I have to probably go to more options, related posts. So if you are a web designer and developer, or you're somebody that's doing this on your own, you see here there's no footer. You can't do anything to the footer. Let's see here, footer column 1. Okay, you have to add a widget. Column 2, you have to have a widget, but there's nothing in here for you to affect the actual description, as it probably would be provided in other things. So I just wanted to go ahead and prove that to you, that we have to use an external source in order to make this happen. So let me X out of this. All right. Now, once again, we're going to use the plugin by David Gwyer. And if you see in my last video how to insert an element using jQuery, I've already have that widget already, that plugin installed. So it's called Jquery Ui Widgets by David Gwyer. So that's what we're going to actually use. The way we're going to activate that is we're going to go to settings, go to Jquery Ui Widgets. All right, now ignore all those notifications up there, pesky notifications. Okay, so here it already tells you that you have to start your description here by typing in jQuery lowercase j. That is important because for the longest time I could not get this to work. I had a capital J. You need to make sure you have a lowercase j where you're entering this code. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and type this in, set up my code, jQuery, okay, document, okay. Sometimes I could forget, so let me go ahead and think it was, yep, parentheses. I was wrong. So it's jQuery parentheses document dot ready function. Okay, so let me do this again. Okay, jQuery parentheses document dot ready, okay, function. And now what we're going to do here is we're going to, I believe, add, then we're going to open parentheses, open bracket. What I like to do is I like to space down 2 parts. Okay, document ready function, and we're going to close that bracket, close this, okay, close that, and add another parentheses just to make sure that I'm correct. If I'm wrong, let me go ahead and copy C here. Okay. Oh, I forgot a $sign. See, trying to remember this little basic stuff right here. I usually just can sometimes forget, but it's function parentheses $sign. Okay. Function parentheses $sign. Okay. Now we can go ahead and we can add our open bracket here. Then it'll close right down here. I can go ahead and delete this. Okay, so now we got this already set up. I'm gonna go ahead and just click save. Okay, because we're going to come back to this in a second. When you save it, it will successfully say, where is it at? Oh, set and save. This right over here. But I got all these WooCommerce. I'm still setting this up for my client. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back over here. Okay, then we're going to click on the 3 dots. More tools. I'm in Google Chrome, so let me go ahead and let you know that I'm in Google Chrome, developer tools. Now I want to go ahead and click this arrow button because this allows me to highlight things that are on my screen. So I'm going to do that. We're going to look for the actual HTML code. All right. All right. I like to actually click on the actual containing the actual parent element, which it says footer. So that's what we're going to look for. It says footer. Now I could easily probably use CSS to just make this to hide it, but for semantic reasons, for how should I say, we'll just say coding reasons. We'll just say it's just semantics. We'll just leave it at that for now. We don't want to sit up here and mess up our search engine optimization by just simply hiding the code, and you know that sort of thing can happen. So we're just going to use jQuery to just simply just remove it from our DOM, our document object model. So from here, what I'm going to actually do now that I actually have this, I'm going to put footer. So the ID is column phone, or I could put down footer. I could use this class dot site footer. So now I'm gonna go back here to jQuery UI widgets. I'm going to type in my code. Okay. And now I'm going to actually open quotation marks. Okay. And then I'm going to go to empty, I guess. Well, no, let me go ahead and do this first. So now we're going to do footer into our class, then site footer. All right. And now I'm probably going to enter my child element here. Okay. All right. Let's decollapse that. All right. Okay, so we're going to use this. So this is div class. So this right here is a child element right underneath the parent element of footer. So div class colorful. So, or however you say that, I don't know. So I'm gonna hit space, div dot. Okay, did I get the right name for that? Okay, yes I did. So you want to put dot. Remember, if you're already a web developer, designer, you already know that if it's a class, you need to have a dot. If it's an ID, you need to have a pound sign, hashtag, however you want to call it. So this is contained inside here. So now I'm going to space it for my next child element, next container, which is actually div, and as we can see, site info. So div class. All right. Div. All right, so by doing this, by doing it like this, we're actually formulating, setting it up, and that's the beauty about jQuery. It just makes it to where you can target specifically the actual element you need to modify, you need to manipulate. And we are setting this up kind of like the same way that we would do in CSS. So from the footer site footer to the div with the, I guess that's full column. I guess that's what that stands for, and the div with the site information. So it's only going to affect this right here. So if I simply type in remove, the remove method, all right, then do that. Let's just see how that works so we can just verify. Okay, remove that all together, save changes. Okay, good. Let's go back here. Let's refresh our page. I'm going to close this out. Refresh. As you can see, it is gone. So that code has successfully worked. So now you're probably thinking to yourself, well, what are we supposed to do now? What are we going to put there? Just relax. Just relax. We removed that. We have multiple options here at this moment. We can either add some more HTML by using another method. We could use the append, the prepend. We could add it after some elements. We could actually just simply go put down empty text here, and we could just target the text specifically. But what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to just write some HTML code all together. So I'm going to use another method, and I'm going to actually, let's see here. Okay, so we're going to do footer.site.footer. Okay, div. Okay, and I'm going to leave it at this. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, let me go to the jQuery, because I haven't remembered a lot of this stuff by heart, so y'all forgive me. But we're going to use the, let me make sure if I use the append, or if I go to API documentation. All right, now we're going to go to, if I see multiple options here. Create a new jQuery object with elements added to the set of match. So let's see here, after. So I'm going to actually try to use this after. And a lot of this is just playing around with it. So the after function, what we were actually going to do here. So what this will do is actually it will add it after the actual element. But we don't want to do that because what's going to happen is that it's going to add it. Let me go back, more tools, developer tools, just so I can show you guys. Okay, just scrolling down here. Okay, now we can see that we have, if I collapse this, what's going to happen is it's going to add it like right after this element here. Okay, but I need it inside of it. I need it to be a child. So I need it to be a child right here, not adding it afterwards. Okay, not adding it afterwards. So I need it to be a child. So what we're going to do next is, I think it's going to be the append function. Let me see here, just to double check with you guys. If I add inner class inner, so let's see here, so add it like right after. So you see here inner, right after this it'll add the P element. So I'll add so after every inner class here, according to the API documentation side, you see that it will add the P element right after that. You know what I'm saying? So what we're going to do next, we're going to go to, I think it's append. Let me see, where is the append? Insert content specified by the parameter. Okay. So here we go. So here we go with the class. So append. Okay, so append on the div with the inner class, it will append the P on the inside. So that's what we want to do. And if I didn't explain it that well, then just let me know, leave a comment below, but we'll see about that. So we're going to do this. So now I'm going to go to append. Okay. Make sure that you always remember to put your quotations here. Okay, and from here, I'm going to append and add, let's see, just some simple HTML code. Okay, append this P grambition.com. And it's just me to just go ahead and just show this to you, see how this works. So now, with inside the div column full class, this we should actually see this set of paragraph tags with the Grambition text on the inside. So let's go ahead and let's save this. Okay, set and save. Let's go back. Going to close this out. Refresh. And voila, just simply grambition.com. All right, so that's the simple technique to go ahead and use jQuery using David Gwyer's jQuery UI widgets. If you don't want to use a plugin, because sometimes plugins, like I said, can just kind of jack up certain things, may not be compatible, then there is a way to actually go about doing that, I guess, through your cPanel and adding a whole nother document that's jQuery file based and doing it that way. But for now, I'm just showing you how to actually use this plugin because you don't have to go through all that. Make it simple. The plugin is compatible with Storefront as well as many other themes that's out there. And this is just a simple little technique that I like to use to manipulate and adjust the footers for my clients' websites, my own personal websites, because we just have a website and you scroll all the way down and it says powered by WordPress, themed by such and such. Well, that could ruin the branding of and the messaging of your actual website as well. So I hope you found this this tutorial helpful. Leave a comment, share, like. You found it really helpful. Spread the message about DLJ Works, dljworks.com. See you in the next video. Thank y'all for watching. Thanks for watching the video, and don't forget, after the video, go down to the description. Don't forget to click that show more button and check out my top 3 resources for hosting, email marketing, and for building a WordPress website from scratch or to customize an existing theme any way that you want to. Once again, thanks for watching. dljworks.com.